Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. It is Saturday morning, and Saturday morning means coffee and chit chat. Trying to keep up abreast of what's been going on, what is going on, all of the things that we've seen. Aussie Steve, aka Steve Callahan, good morning from Melbourne. Hope you're doing well over there. Thank you, Steve. Yes, we are. It's just been a really busy week, to be honest with you. California Bear, how are you? Sharky, good to see you. Wow. You know, it's been interesting week, to be honest with you. We've been going through a bunch of different things. Todd made it. How you doing, Todd? Buckeye to Bananas, good morning. Miyagi, how you doing, Miyagi? I was thinking about you the other day. Dave and I were talking about you. Ricky Last, good morning. John, my little world, good morning. BT and Betty, how you doing, BT? How you feeling? How's your progress doing? Hope you're improving. Anyways, over the past couple of days, I've been playing around with a couple of the cameras that we have, trying to get some things situated. You know, Arlene's got this trip. She has a girls' trip planned in October, I think it is. September. I can't remember. Anyways, it's coming up. It's after we get back from Fiesta. She has a girls' trip to Boracay. And I've been trying to mess around with my new Action 4 and get it all set that it's just like click one button and it covers most everything. So I've been busy this week, and we've been doing a lot of other things as well. We've had things going on. And I could not help but see all of these channels talking about the Armstrongs. And don't get me wrong, no big deal. People talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. It's whatever their channel niche is. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with covering the subject at all. What I am asking is, quite frankly, who gives a shit? And really and truly, when you come right down to it, do you actually believe in it? I have a totally different outlook. I really and truly do. I don't know of anybody that in a contentious relationship split up that will turn around and air their details in public. I just don't see it. I don't see it unless there's an ulterior motive. And that ulterior motive either has to be shady or it has to be profitable. I think they're doing it all for the publicity. You know, they were on, if I'm not mistaken, Richard and Donna were on Rafi Tufalo, or they were on the news years ago. That's what it was, not Rafi. I'm sorry. Okay? So I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And I'm still trying to get past it. Trying to figure out why. Who gives a shit? Is it that damn interesting? Is it really that interesting? First off, I don't find her to be so attractive, or him to be so attractive that they would be considered newsworthy. I don't get it. I really and truly don't. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I mean, not that there's any reason for me to do something about it, but there's not a whole lot I can do about trying to understand it. I don't understand why they air their intimate details, why they air their conflicting stories about each other in the middle of a separation or annulment, divorce, whatever you want to call it. I don't get it whatsoever. And then I don't get the morbid curiosity of it, quite frankly. I just don't. I've never been a watcher. I've watched Armstrong's once or twice, but, that was a long time ago. We had already built our house and gone on our merry way. So it wasn't something that was of great interest to us. So I don't get that. I really and truly don't. Another thing that we've been doing this week, other than watching this topic pop up in our feed left and right, is been talking with my buddy and his wife who had that accident. And with any luck, he's going to feel reasonable enough for me to interview him today. And I'm going to tell you, there are a couple of twists that have come up on this entire hospitalization and treatment for his simple trip and fall. And you're gonna see what happens. I mean, it's going to be interesting. It really and truly is. To many of you, I really think you'll be interested. So let me catch up on a couple comments here. BT says he's still blind in the left eye, otherwise doing okay. I'm sorry, BT. I hope that will work out. Hector, good morning. Good morning, Hector. Thanks for making it. Hector told me, I saw you know what? Maybe it wasn't Hector. I'll keep my mouth shut. I did see, I'll cover it when I get done with these comments, something else. Hey, Mike and Arlen, tuned into your wonderful channel here in Duncan. FYI, the track ride to Killer Reef was spot on. Keep them coming out. It was just a trike ride. I was experimenting on a couple of things. Bruce, hi, Mike. How you doing, Bruce? Hope things are going well. Prepper, good day, Prepper. Hope you're doing good. Peter Perg, morning. Brother BT, morning. I'm going to skip all of you guys saying good morning to each other. Good morning, Ruby. How's things in Australia this morning? Hope you're doing well. Stopping on the Annex Live. No, I'm not stopping on the Annex. We were doing Saturday morning lives long before they started Spill the Tea. And we don't care. No, I mean, it didn't matter to us. We're not stomping on anybody. This is when, we do it. I adjusted my time twice. And, once in a while, people do. It happens. No big deal. They've got a huge fan base. I'm sure they don't even feel it. JJ, good morning, JJ. How's things doing up there in BGC? BT, I don't watch the drama shows. It's never really a drama. It's not really drama. It's just I don't understand the curiosity of watching somebody's marriage fall apart. I really don't. Glad your friend's doing better. He's a long ways from better, Todd, but he is on the path. On the path. Mike, when would you like to meet up? What's your schedule like next week, Bruce? Tell me what your schedule is like. I've got breakfast available on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or lunch, or whatever works for you. Buenos dias, Dardos. Ruby says a decent person wouldn't air their personal issues in public to be scrutinized and judged. I agree, Ruby. I don't get it. I totally don't get it, Ruby. I don't. Philly in the Philippines, if you're here, why you delete the 2 click videos? I thought those were your greatest videos ever. I don't know, Brian. If Philly's available, maybe he'll pop in. If not, I think partially sometimes for Philly, because it's the rainy season, and I know they've been getting a lot of rain because we've been getting a lot of rain in the province, which is really an hour's boat ride and a 40-minute drive from where they live. It's been wet. So if it's dry, they may be out taking care of business. Double B, good morning from Arizona. Whereabouts in Arizona, Double B? Whereabouts? Good morning. Bruce. Antics got boring. I don't know. Information's information. And if that's what you're into, it's great. I just don't understand it. I don't understand the Armstrong thing. I don't understand airing out your failing marriage, all right, or failed marriage, apparently. I don't understand saying I failed and I need to put it on the public news. David, good morning. Paul, from short time left in Washington State. Yep, you are getting closer and closer, Paul. Roy, I'm sorry I'm late, was getting evicted. Hope not, Roy. I'm sorry to hear that. Life is good in BGC. Todd said this is a good time because our U.S. viewers are off work now. Yeah, indeed. That's why, originally we started doing these at 9 in the morning. Then we went to 10 in the morning, then back to 9. And now I went to 10:30 today out of courtesy. So, BT, you're bot stomping on them. This is a free form. Do it anytime you want. I'm sure I wouldn't worry about stepping on live times. Nobody owns time. Time is one of those things. You can't buy it. You can't sell it. You can't trade it. You can't make it. Once it's done, and you can't get it back. Who the heck are the Armstrong? Exactly, Brian. I know they had tons of subscribers, a couple 100,000 subscribers, maybe more. And, I don't get it. I really don't. Zeke Nag Polska. That is something to do with Long Live Poland, I think, or something like that. Good morning. How you doing? We're free on Tuesday, Bruce says. Okay, Bruce, shoot us an email with your WhatsApp, and we'll set something up. Not the Fed. Aloe DeWinter is going hard on Antics and Andy. I don't know anything about it, to be honest with you. We're not in contact with Aloe DeWinter. And we haven't really been much on YouTube this week. So I don't know what. So Aloe is beating up Antics and Andy? That's kind of strange. Hey, Roy Johns, was that you, Andy, and Aloe was talking about? I don't know what all of this is. I'm not even familiar. Okay, well, maybe we'll learn a little something. Sunny Slope, oh my God. Oh, I have horrible, horrible memories of Sunny Slope, Double B. I really and truly do. Sunny Slope used to be known as, back in the years ago, years and years and years ago, we're talking 30 years back, as the meth head center of Phoenix, before it all got moved west, out on the west side. I can remember We used to call Friday and Saturday night call at the emergency room at John C. Lincoln, the old John C. Lincoln that was there, okay? The Knife and Gun Club. Hunter Biden, what's up, old man? Oh, not too much, meth mouth. Not too much. Mike, your live streams I enjoy very. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Could be JJ. Okay. I missed something there, Roy. I don't know what's going on, but hey, that works. Good morning from Sydney, Australia. Hi to Melanie and the love of my. Hello, Melanie. Hope Melanie is doing well. And Dazzler, we hope you're doing well too. You need a housekeeper, Roy. Paul, okay, now, Mike, it's time to give us a skinny on what's happening on Walking Street. Oh, my God. Paul, Walking Street is still a mess. Walking Street's going to be a mess for a month. I mean, even once they get all the new pipe in, and then they get it buried, then they got to pave it, and then they're going to have to rebuild that entire side of sidewalk. They're a month away at the least. But it seems a lot of these people go to Rafi's show. I never go there. I don't go there because it's not in English most of the time. You know, it's only half in English sometimes. So I don't know. It must be the current reality TV mentality that has. You know what, John? I think you're right about that. And I've never been a big fan of reality TV. You know, that being said, I know it is a huge thing. You're correct. George, how you doing, George? Yeah, reminds me of the Eagles song, Dirty Laundry. Great song. It is. You know what? Vast majority of all of their songs are great songs. I love the Eagles. Donnie B, morning, Mike. Good morning, Donnie. Prepper says, if I got an invite to attend a Rafi show, I would take a very hard look at what I did and never go. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? David, Mike, thank you for the great channel and info. FYI from Mississippi. Oh, you know, there are people that give Mississippi a ration of shit. Yeah, it's kind of like if you're Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, you're garbage. But there are some beautiful places in Mississippi. I'll be honest with you. David, I'm in Mississippi too. Tempe. Oh, wow. Tempe, Arizona, over there at ASU. George, Bruce. Brian says, I watched about an hour of Annex live stream about a year ago. First time listen, the last time I hated it. You know, sometimes they have good information. All right. Oftentimes they are reporting good information. So, I mean, everybody tries to find their niche and it works for them. They have a very loyal and large fan base, subscriber base. So, I mean, they're doing something, you know, something's working. AJ, how you doing? Look at that picture of AJ and that dog. I'm telling you, that dog, if Arlene could get her hands on that dog, we'd be in trouble. She likes those little dogs. Me 3 from Mississippi, Dayton. Oh, man. Penny Pina. Hey, Penny. Nice to meet you. Good day, mate, from Tyzen and David, Perth, Western Australia. You know, I wonder what the difference between, I've been to Sydney once and I've been to Canberra once, both times on business. And, you know, there are distinct differences geographically in Australia. I don't think people give it enough credit for that. Good morning. Loved your blog on food handling and bringing America into the food. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary, scary, scary. And that's just the honest truth. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people do it right. Some people do it absolutely right. I mean, you can walk in that kitchen. Every food handler's wearing gloves. They're switching gloves between foods and everything else. Everything is sanitized. Everything is sterilized when it comes to washing and everything else. But those little side stores, those little calendarias, the food handling goes down. Mike and Arlen, good morning. Pina, how do I say that? Pina, is that correct? God, the rebels and dogs are in the house. Roy says, George and Heidi, I don't know anything about that. Absolutely nothing. I know nothing about it. Let me tell you how I deal with that kind of stuff. I'll just be honest with you. If I can't lay my hands on a full list of documentation, I tend to just throw it out in the rumor section. I really and truly do. I honestly do. If that's what happened, I'm sure that there's more than one side of the story, and they'll address both sides of the story. Heidi is not shy about addressing her past. Yeah, Don Henley solo dirty laundry. Bob, did everyone who bought a Star on Walking Street get their money? I seriously doubt it. And I doubt they'll be replaced either. AJ goes, I'll be listening. It's lunchtime for my dogs. Give them a little extra for us. All right, AJ? Donnie, 66 watching and only 20 likes. You know what? For a channel like ours, 66 watching is really pretty nice. I mean, we do better, that's for sure, but not complaining. And 20 likes, we appreciate every one of those. Well, we appreciate everyone watching too. They should take payments from those who want to buy a star on the street with their name and use the money to fund the construction. I think that's what they did originally. They were all like contributors towards redevelopment years ago of the street. Let's see here. Bringing the gang here. Andy Omar. You're an NAIA now. Oh my gosh. Did you fly from Clark to NAIA, or did you take the bus down to NAIA? And where are you off to? Got to go. Time for daddy-daughter movie time. Dardos, have a great evening or time with your child. Some of my fondest memories are daddy-daughter times. We had, going to the movies, watching movies. We had a fire pit and doing s'mores in the backyard, all kinds of stuff. It's memories that I will never, ever give up or forget. I like the old Margarita station last time there in 2020. I watched your video, and the new one looks like a school cafeteria. Well, it kind of depends, I guess. If you were looking at the Mongolian station, yeah. But the inside is more like a restaurant. It doesn't have that 1960s vibe that the old one had. But food's good. Enjoy your time, Dardos. Pina, what's your channel? What's up, guys? Hope all is well. Andy, so How long? What time is your flight? Pina. I don't have one. Well, might be time for you to do like every fat, bald, white guy has done here in the Philippines. Make a channel. Why not? You certainly can't do worse than us. And probably could do a whole lot better. Antics blocked me when I told them my electric and BGC is half of what they paid. They didn't believe me, so I got blocked. I don't watch them anymore. That's a weird reason to get blocked. Sunset Travel. Who was talking to me about Sunset? Hi, Mike. Walking Street has been frustrating for businesses. Yeah. Somebody was talking to me about you, yes, just recently in the past day or two. Andre from Cebu. I met up with a guy yesterday from Cebu. I think he was talking about you. I think that's who was talking. Well, somebody was talking about, and I think it was him. Perth weather is like California on the West Coast, Melbourne and Canberra, cold, wet, and blah. JJ, do not know Don Henley, single. Okay, look me up. I don't envy you, Andy. The only good thing to me about NAIE is they are not as strict looking at my electronics when I arrive as Clark is. Really? I didn't realize that. Ruby says the YouTube channels I watch, I don't necessarily agree with their beliefs. I watch and observe. And I think that's what a lot of people do, Ruby. Bob, some were just given one. I don't understand that, Andy, but I will. I think Andy's talking about the stars out on Walking Street. I don't know. I don't know how that all came about. Really and truly, I don't. Paul says, I'm betting the Koreans investing in Walking and giving it a facelift. Koreans are coming to Angeles. In 1980, the Chinese ran the bars outside Subic. Bay history repeats itself. You know what? I don't give a shit. They don't bother me. Paul, I got to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me. Whatever harm, if any, they're going to cause, I'll be dead and gone by then. So, and I like Korean food, and they have some good restaurants. And by and far, you'll find more attractive women by numbers, okay? So for every 10 women that work in a bar, 9 of them will be attractive in the Korean bars, and 6 of them will be attractive in the American bars. Although I'm thinking that maybe we might see a change in that when the new level 3, which I can't remember, is it going to be called Skin? I think it is, opens up. We'll see. I should have you save the JJ star on Walking Street. It would have bought it from you better than a silver play button. Yeah, indeed. P2P bus, Boracay. Originally, I was going to be in Manila doing some stuff last night, but it got canceled. So tough shit, and I got to go to Boracay through Naya. All right. Man, I hope you're having a great time in Boracay. I really hope you have a good trip. Brewmeister, how you doing? Good to see you, Brew. David Longley, I'd still prefer Victorian weather than Perth. We might experience 4 seasons in a day, but we never get stuck with extreme hot weather in the summer. That's nice, Ruby. 4 seasons in a day. That'd be interesting. I'd like that. I'd like to have winter for a week, to be honest with you. It's been a while. Those sideways stars were not put in during when Blue Boy Nepomuceno was mayor. You can bet he kept the money. I don't know, Ricky. Before my time. Absolutely. Hey, Mike, good morning, media. Yes, Wandering Doc. Met Wandering Doc yesterday for a brunch, and it was really nice. Very, very nice to be actually talk to someone from the same background as mine. Really nice guy, I got to be honest. There you go. Have a nice day. What's up? How you doing, Philip? I posted an update on your bar fine structure video you posted 10 months ago. Any chance we have an update video from you on that? I don't have an update on it, and I'm not planning on doing one offhand. I mean, you've got to recognize that, you know what? It's the YouTube critics that stop you from doing that. Stop us. And when I say that is, if I give an update, then all of a sudden everybody says, well, no, that's not the way it was at this bar or not. And we don't have time to go to all 70 bars on Walking Street. Now, maybe we could redefine it a little differently. Maybe that's something I should work on. That's interesting. Did you make it out to the bars last night, Wandering Doc? Interesting. Never heard of them. There's another channel called Sunset Travel, so added the Philippine for search reasons. Okay. Okay. Fun in the Philippines. How you doing, Fun? It was nice to meet you as well. It really and truly was. I hope we have another one soon. Sharky is doing stuff on the computer. Any other American bars besides the 7-8 Wolfpack bars? I'm still learning the background info on Walking Street. Yeah, there are other bars, and there are other. Champagne is owned now primarily by an American. The new Level 3 bar is being represented by an American, and I think majority owned by an American. I don't know about Masquerade. I don't know, but there are others, sure. Absolutely. Henry Batista. Hey, Henry, how are you? Michael McDaniel. Nice to see you, Michael. Thanks for dropping in. Paul, Mike, I think's great. I love marketing, investing, pretending I have enough smarts to predict the future economy. I was suggesting Korea and the Philippines is working together on economic growth. It's possible, Paul. I don't know. If it ever snowed here in the Philippines, Arlen had a blast, absolute blast playing in the snow in Arizona, all right, in the U.S. I mean, she was amazed by it, but then she was all into sledding and sliding and playing around. She enjoyed it, but then she didn't enjoy it for long. She didn't want to be out there long, all right? She got cold quick, but as soon as she warmed back up, she was ready to go back out. Good morning, James. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Brian 386 to 90. I was stationed and living at the Naval Base Subic Longapo. Barrio and Subic City bars were owned by expats or Filipinos, not Chinese. There you go. That's before our time. We wouldn't know. Hapa also making Halo Halo. All right. We're still waiting for the Bar Girl series to resume. You know, Hapa, I might have to go ahead and do that. Might have to. That makes sense. Too many bars with different ownership and everything is a moving target. Indeed, it is, Wandering Doc. Indeed. We're currently in the middle of our winter and can't escape to the Philippines yet, not until October. And that's our spring season where you can experience four seasons. Not a bad place. That's interesting. So yeah. So what else is kind of happening here? Well, still trying to figure out if you know where we live at Palace and you know where White Tower is that Candy is building, on that corner right up the street, they're building something, and I don't know what it is. It's not cheap construction. I mean, they poured a massive amount of concrete. We saw at least 6 or 7 cement mixer trucks pumping cement there over the course of a day. They're putting up metal I-beams, not rebar. So they're not building a tower, but this thing looks to be about maybe 2 to 3 stories, a solid 2. But but they're putting up, this is not a cheap building, whatever it is. Yep, made it out to the bars last night. Definitely fun and a new experience. Well, great. Well, which bar did you have the best time in, Wandering Doc? What bar impressed you the best? Make Arlene shovel the snow to see how much she loves it. The most snow we ever got in Phoenix was about a half an inch, and it lasted about 3 hours. But if I took her up the Flagstaff, then, there's several feet on the ground and everything else. And but she didn't have to shovel any of it. Watch out, Mike. Arlene's going to be throwing a pillow for revealing that about her in the snow. She had a great time in the snow. What's a bar girl? It's a girl that works in a bar. Henry, you know what bar girls are. Girl who works in a bar. Yeah, there we go. Bob defined it perfectly. Absolutely. First time kids spent winter in Australia, took them to the snow mountains to enjoy ski lessons and play. It's something that they will cherish and will never forget. Yeah. Brian says, Mike, I don't care who owns the bars. I'm out to enjoy. Exactly. And wherever we can have an entertaining evening, that's what's important to us, is that we have an entertaining evening. AJ says it might be a future pogo site. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Sagittarian Pinoy, I appreciate your channel. Less gossip and backstabbing. You know what? We try and stay pretty darn reasonable. Honest, we do. Not to say we haven't veered off track once or twice. It happens. Todd says, is that? No. This is not nearly big enough. And I know where the Nepo Rockwell project is. No, that's not anywhere near us. Only went to Bad Boy and Genesis, both a few times, but he thought Bad Boys had the higher quality talent, and I agree. Yes. We knew the manager at Genesis when they first opened up. He left. Then Big Mike came in for Genesis. He's a Filipino that used to work for Wolfpack. He's the one that kind of opened up Excess after pandemic. But I think it went downhill. Mike, have you ever been to Prescott, Arizona? Loved my 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Prescott. All right, so I've owned Harleys. I've owned bikes all my life. Vast majority of my adult life. And, dirt bikes and Harleys. And, there's a great bar up in Prescott. All right, it's known. as you know, you get on your bike in Phoenix, you zip up either way, you know, directly or off the side roads up to Prescott, have a beer or soda, all right, and a burger. Actually, had a great wings, and then hop on back, and it's a good day ride back there and back. Hop by any chance of pogo site in Pangasina? I don't know. Sagittarius, second that. Brian says, what's a pogo? Pogos are, for lack of a better word and definition, and extensive definition, they're sort of like the basis of online gambling run by the Chinese. Henry says, so never date a bar girl then, right? No. You know what? Why not? I dated strippers in the U.S. Big deal. All right? Never date a bar girl. Would I date a bar girl? No. Maybe it fits for you. I don't know. Don't know. Yeah. Definitely a lot of attrition and lots of new girls getting their feet wet. Genesis had so many girls working, 60 to 80, but the stage only fits around 40. So yeah, they're definitely like that. We are seeing a larger number of girls coming into Angeles, and I expect with the Christmas season coming in a couple more months, holiday season, you're going to see even more. So, yeah. You know, Warner, you know, it's only like an hour and a half flight from you. You could come up every other month and spend a long weekend. And those of you that don't know it, I met Wandering Doc, and he would be quite in demand. He is the perfect age. He's a young, healthy, fit man. All right. He would be in high demand. Ruby, Rockwell units are very small floor area compared to the Candy. I haven't seen the layout on the Rockwell units yet, Ruby. Are they smaller? Brian says, Henry, bar girls are fun. Allo de Winter gracing us with his presence. How you doing, Allo? Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Allo. Rockwell's new development on Mactan near Sheraton, one bedroom is started, 1929 million, all ocean views, 3-meter ceilings, and the highest quality construction and finishes I've seen. And Rockwell does a great job. All right. The Rockwell project in Makati is to die for. Long time no chat, Prepper. Hey, Roy. Ruby, right now they're not planning on approving any new pogos. And yeah, AJ's right. They have a moratorium on them. And it's debatable how long they're going to let the current ones stay. Hello, you've been bad. I got to catch up. You know what? I'm behind the times. This has been a busy week. I'm going to have to catch up on whatever Allo's posting out there. Hey, Hector. Henry, there are bar girls who come from the province a lot who choose not to sleep with any guys or find out it's not for them. And those are the best to meet, and they're just like normal Filipina. There are some like that. There are. They tend, the longer they stay here, the more corrupt they get. Okay? That's just, you know, that's the nature of the beast. Doing fine, Mike. Hope you're doing great as well. We are. We've just had a busy week. We really and truly do. We've had a lot going on. Mike, I thought that Ace Bachelor is gone. No, I don't think he's deported. I saw he had a thumbnail of a video saying something like that. I mean, that's just clickbait. You got to watch the videos, Henry. You have to watch the videos. No, Allo, I think he was talking about the Rockwell Center going up out in Mactan. There is one going up in Nepo also. And then we have experience with the Rockwell Center in Makati. I love the windows just posting public information. Okay. Well, I'll wait and we'll see where things go down the road. So what else is going on? Walking Street's disaster still. We skipped Thursday night. We generally go out on Thursday nights, but this past Thursday night we didn't. We've just had so much going on. Let's see here. So, I mean, it's been we've had a busy week meeting people too. I met with Wandering Doc. I met with another subscriber. I just had a lot going on with, I don't know what happened there. Got to readjust that, I guess. So those kind of really lighten up your day, to be honest with you. Oh, man. So, but no, I don't know what's going up. And it's funny because, they built that club up the street from Palace, Eureka. And they put a lot of money. I mean, that was a total new build. That was a complete new build. There was on the property, there were one nice house and then a couple of adjacent property as shacks. And they mowed all that down, cleared it out, and built this 3-story plus rooftop building. And it's big. And they put a lot of money into it. Supposedly, Vice Ganda is a partner in it. And that thing opened, closed a month later, opened again, closed. And it's now closed and for sale. So, I mean, people are pouring money in. There's money out there. That's for sure. How's the rainy season? It's double. You know what? I don't have any facts and figures, but from personal experience, it's the wettest. Well, it's not the wettest rainy season. I can remember one back about 2017 that was just brutal. But right now, it is. I mean, we've been getting rain 3 out of every 5 days, and some of it's been, torrential. The all of Narcisco Street, the middle, how a street will be like, it's not really flat, it's kind of convex, all right? It's a little higher in the middle, so the water sheds off to the side. That was an inch deep. There were kids at the end of Narcisco, where the beginning of the squatters area is. The water was deep enough that they were literally waist deep swimming. But unlike many other places, an hour after it's done raining, the streets are dry here. So, but it's definitely more than last year. Other than walking the street, what else is there in Pampanga? Oh, there's all kinds of stuff, Henry. All kinds of stuff. There are tourist destinations, there's historical sites, there's restaurants, there's nightclubs, there's live bands, the list goes on and on. Dano, how you doing, Dano? How you feeling? Hope you're doing well. Damn, Mike. you're so right. Met a really nice girl, very shy and sweet, but a year later, wow. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. All right? First off, you start thinking about, oh, the best girls to date are province girls. 80% of the girls that are working in the bars are from the province. And when you go to the province and meet a girl, she may have already been a bar girl. Pampanga has lots of good Filipino foods. Yeah. Is that clean money, though, or laundered? Why would you invest in a business without proper business case study? Ruby, who's to say they didn't do a business study? Who's to say they thought they did a business case study? You know, it's kind of like in those that do can, and those that can't teach. So, you know, being able to put together a proper business study, all right, a performa, is not necessarily the easiest thing, accurate thing to do. It's not always accurate. But is it laundered money? I have no idea. I don't know who owns it. I have no idea. Andrew CJ. Hi guys, just joined. Did you see the Aussie couple killed in Tagaytay? Have you heard many stories like that before? Andrew, yes, seen it. Yes, it happens. It does happen. All right. Henry, there's also the museum where you'll learn history of Pampanga, including Angeles City. Yeah. Henry, also around Angeles, Goshen, World War II memories from Bataan. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So there you go. Have a nice day. Philip says, we have 2 3-inch drain pipes in front of my apartment that fills with trash blockage during the hard rains. We don't have that issue, not immediately in front of us anyways. Okay. Not immediately in front of the condo. And honestly, the Filipinos and businesses on Narcisco Street, they clean up the street every day. They're out there sweeping every day. Their little portion, they sweep it up and clean it every day. Always be worth more alive, indeed. If you live here long enough, they're always, yeah, you know what? It happens everywhere. And it happens in every country. And it happens to every nationality. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. The girls get ruined quick on AC. It's a bit of a art to meet the girls who are pretty enough but haven't been bar fined. You don't expect to meet your wife on Walking Street, just go with the flow. Yeah, I would think that's probably, I mean, you know, obviously it's difficult from a married guy perspective than a single guy. All right. But with that being said, you know, we know a lot of bar girls, and those bar girls, some of them are very innocent. And when I say very innocent, I mean, they'll bar fine, but they're very selective, and it doesn't happen often. And quite frankly, I don't think you'd get your money's worth, because I doubt they have that much decent experience. But could you date them? I don't know. I mean, what do you expect? They come with a lot of baggage. That's for sure. Let's see here. Your street all the way to the 7-Eleven is clean. Yeah. Yeah, they clean up all the time. Andrew CJ, yeah, I've seen more death in the last 2 years, the previous 30 years in Australia. Even rode through brain. Oh, gross. Duma traffic. Wow. Hector, what's the per square meter price at Candy condos under construction? I don't know. They're sold out. To the best of my knowledge, are already all sold out. With that being said, I have no idea. We didn't look at it at the time. And so now that it's relevant, because people want to know, there's none available for us to even look at, to look at. Angeles City is big. A lot of good people and quality Filipinas. Would you agree? Oh, absolutely. You don't have to go to a bar to meet a good girl. There are about 400,000 people in Angeles. I live outside the top 3 most violent cities in America with about 600,000 people with 1 to 5 murders per night, even driving on the interstate. Wow. That is horrible. One of the top 3 says it. Oof. At Bob Barker. Do. I think I know you, Barker. Okay. My Asawa is from Angeles, and she has never been in a bar. Oh, well, there's a first time for everything, Todd. Not that you would or anything like that, okay? I'm just saying. We go to the bar. So for us, it's a social event. AJ says, word of advice, don't buy Camilla Homes since it's owned by the Villars here in the Philippines. Okay. Bob says, I doubt it. Well, you never know. We can do this, though. We can say, if you would like to cam up and discuss anything individually, or to talk about a particular subject or anything like that, then there you go. Hope they finish the construction. No, Candy's not going to be done for another year. White Tower will not be done. Now, all the pounding and everything should probably come, but the inside, it's going to take them another year. Todd, is that Memphis, D.C., Chicago, or what? Indeed. I've never been in the bars either. Wandering Dog, that would be your first choice. Indeed. Absolutely. So what else have we got going on? I got to get up with Randy here in just a little bit and see if we're going to interview him about his $1.5 million peso hospital bill now. Yeah. That's had some really amazing twists and turns. It really and truly has. It's been strange. So, he's got that. We've got that going on today. Looking at a couple of other things, and that's about it. We really haven't got that much going on. So is Candy Palace Construction a 24-hour work schedule? Not really. Well, first off, Palace is done. I mean, that's where we live. It's long done. I think your White Tower is the one that's currently under construction. And when they start on the inside, that stuff can go late at night because those guys don't care. All right. The outside stuff, the heavy equipment stuff, they're usually done by 4:30. Same here. Never been inside a bar in Angeles City in my life. I like the way Ruby qualified that. Never been in a bar inside a bar in Angeles City. But you've been to a couple of other bars, but nothing like these, I'm sure. Ruby's are very straight up good. Hospital bills add up quick. Indeed they do, BT. I think they run 2 shifts. They may, you know. Once the interior work starts, I mean, those guys will be at it as long as they need to get their job done. So it'll happen. I remember living in Pasay City near Villamore Air Force Base. The construction was 24 hours a day. The Telepapa was open 24/7. The vendors slept in their booths. Yeah. Wow. Henry says, talking about World War II, my father was a vet. There's this place in Bamban Tarlac, a museum. Been trying to get my father's discharge paper to show he was a vet of World War II so they can put my dad's pic. Oh, nice, Henry. Good luck with that. Good luck. So, all right, we're going to put this up one more time. The place where we are building our house, construction stops at 5:30. Security is very strict, and the HOA rules on it. There you go. Yep. I would certainly think that's the way it would be, but there's nobody living in White Tower, and they can pretty much do whatever they want. Todd says, Henry, I've been to the place that you are talking about. Oh, man. All right. Well, we've done an hour, and since we've done an hour and nobody wants to cam up today, we are going to let everybody go. We're going to thank you for dropping by. We certainly appreciate it. We certainly appreciate your time, and we certainly appreciate those of you that have subscribed. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope that you stay safe. Take care.